The new terrain vaults into the present day, ditching its V6 and naturally aspirated 4-cylinder for an all-turbo lineup. It's more energetic to drive in gas form, a miser in turbodiesel trim, and entertaining in a grown-up, economy car way. We give it extra points for its powertrains and 1 for a well-tuned ride. For a 7 here, the 2018 Terrain introduces a new base engine to GMC. It's a 1.5-liter turbo 4 that powers either the front or all 4 wheels on select models with 170 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque. Down on horsepower versus its old inline 4, but up on torque. The 1.5-liter puts its power into action much lower in the rev range, with peak torque arriving down near 2000 RPM. It's gutsy at lower engine speeds, refined and relatively quiet, and pushes the 3,449 pound base Terrain around with reasonable authority, while the similar Chevy Equinox pairs this engine with a 6-speed automatic. GMC gets a fancy 9-speed with lots of gears. The juddery shifts of other brands' 9 speeds isn't really obvious here. What's obvious and annoying is the lack of manual control. The Terrain's transmissions are actuated by console-mounted switches, even its low-gear mode where shift paddles would normally live. GMC places paddles for volume and seek. It's a silly omission that compounds into a flaw when the Terrain hits interesting roads. To engage or hold lower gears, you have to toggle switches almost out of reach. The same 9-speed pairs brilliantly with the new 252 horsepower 2.0-liter turbo 4 strong down low. The bigger turbo 4 feels capable of 0 to 60 miles per hour runs in the mid 7-second range, and gets especially strong marks when hustling the Terrain through tight Appalachian passes. With 260 pounds FTOF torque, this Terrain spools out a steady stream of usable power and a whistly turbo note as it clips off gears. You'll have to use the right pedal as the sole cue to downshift here too. If GMC had paddle shift controls, we'd be talking about its zesty performance in the league of the 2.0-liter turbo 4 Ford Escape, still the benchmark for thrust and eagerness.